There are some people in television who shine not because of fame or flash, but because they radiate something warmer, something human. And one of those rare lights is Bradley Walsh. To millions, he's the man who can't say a sentence without turning it into a joke, the man who can't read a quiz question without cracking up, the man who somehow makes viewers feel like they've known him forever. But behind that charm, behind that laughter, behind the sparkle in his eye, was a story that very few ever saw. A story not of scandal, not of disaster, but of a man juggling life the way so many do, imperfectly, lovingly, and sometimes with more chaos than comedy. This story begins away from the studio lights, away from buzzing cameras and adoring audiences. It begins at home, where life tends to be far less polished and far more unpredictable. Bradley's house was always lively, the kind of place where someone was laughing, someone was talking, someone was looking for misplaced keys, and someone was insisting that the missing keys were definitely stolen by the dog. His family wasn't perfect, but they were real, messy, kind, and hopelessly devoted to one another. And like all real families, they had days when everything felt peaceful and days where peace packed its bags and ran out the back door. As Bradley's career soared, from comedy to drama, from game shows to primetime specials, the world saw the confidence, the charm, the unstoppable joy he brought to viewers. But what the world didn't know was how hard he worked to keep life balanced. Acting, hosting, traveling, filming, they filled his calendar until the pages groaned. And sometimes, just sometimes, the pressure seeped into the cracks of home. Those who knew him best said he was the quiet negotiator, the calm one in the family whose steady voice kept chaos from taking over completely. If ever there was a minor disagreement or a comically dramatic misunderstanding about who forgot to turn off the oven, Bradley would be the one stepping in with a raised eyebrow and a half smile, ready to restore harmony. But even the calmest soul has limits. There were days when the Walsh home felt like a swirling storm of misunderstandings, the kind every family experiences. Choices about work, decisions about how much of their private life should be in the public eye, disagreements about future paths, priorities, or whether someone really needed another pet. Little things, mostly, but little things add up. And yet, there was love threaded through every conversation, every disagreement, every exhausted sigh. A love that didn't disappear even when voices rose or frustrations bubbled. A love that held them together even on days when unity felt like a puzzle missing three pieces. Then came the moments of loss, the quiet, tender ones that carved space in Bradley's heart. These weren't dramatic tragedies. They were the bittersweet experiences of growing older, saying goodbye to chapters, missing people who shaped him, and realizing that life doesn't slow down just because you want more time. He rarely spoke about these moments publicly, but those close to him noticed certain shifts, a deeper gratitude, a softer humor, a patience that grew stronger with every passing year. All of this shaped the man the world adored. His compassion wasn't an act. His gentleness wasn't scripted. His humor, that incredible ability to dissolve tension with one perfectly placed joke, came from someone who understood what heaviness felt like. And then there was his son, Barney. His bond was a blend of warmth, playful teasing, mutual respect, and the occasional, "Dad, please stop dancing in public" moment. Barney was carving out his own path in the entertainment world, learning, stumbling, growing, and Bradley watched with equal parts pride and amused horror. The father-son duo had their differences. Every family does. But their connection was unshakable. Bradley offered guidance without smothering, support without pressure. He wanted Barney to fly, even if he had to pretend not to panic every time his son attempted a daring new idea. Behind all the fun, though, was something deeper. Bradley's determination to give his family the very thing fame often steals: closeness. And despite the disagreements, despite the occasional storms, despite the public eyes watching them from every angle, they stayed united. Not because life was perfect, but because love gave them reasons to try again every single day. Meanwhile, Bradley's career continued to sparkle with the kind of magic only he could create. Viewers saw him laugh until he cried, deliver dramatic lines with unexpected brilliance, and charm audiences with the effortless warmth of someone who genuinely enjoyed making people happy. But behind every joke was a man juggling real life, a man navigating the same challenges thousands of families face, a man making mistakes and learning from them, a man discovering that success on screen means little without peace at home. And that's what made his story beautiful. It wasn't a perfect life. It wasn't a glamorous life. It was a full life, one built on hard work, honest love, clumsy misunderstandings, deep family loyalty, and a heart that never stopped giving. Those who knew him said that no matter how tough things got behind the scenes, he approached life with gratitude, with humility, with the determination to keep moving forward even when exhaustion whispered otherwise. He didn't hide from difficulty, he pushed through it, laughed through it, and learned from it. His resilience wasn't loud or dramatic, it was gentle, quiet, steady, the kind that heals, not the kind that hardens. And that resilience shaped everything: his career, his relationships, even his presence on screen. When viewers saw him comfort a contestant, crack up during a silly moment, or deliver a heartfelt message, that was real. That was the man shaped by years of life's ups and downs. Through all the emotional complexity, the Walsh family remained strong. Not perfect, not untouched by struggle, just strong. And that strength didn't come from avoiding conflict, but from choosing love, choosing forgiveness, choosing togetherness again and again. Bradley Walsh may be a beloved television icon, but he is also a man who navigated real challenges with a brave heart and an unwavering commitment to the people he loved most. A man who showed that even in a life filled with spotlights and expectations, humanity shines brightest. And that's the story audiences never saw, the story that explains why his laughter feels so warm, why his presence feels so comforting, and why his journey inspires so many. Behind the applause, behind the jokes, behind the fame, was a man who kept going, a man who chose love, a man who rose above every curve life threw at him. And that is why his legacy continues to shine, not just as a star, but as a reminder that strength, humor, and love can carry anyone through even the most complicated chapters.